my birthday is March 11th, 1925. So figure for yourself.
Well, let's go backwards. Let me ask you this. How long have you been in Syracuse?
I've been in Syracuse since 1946. November the 30th.
Where did you come from?
I came from Georgia, Thomasville, Georgia. That's where I was born and raised at from a child. Had never been out the state before. I decided after I got to be a lady, and I got married to my son's father, and we stayed married about 6 months. So I wanted to make a better life for him, and my father was a farmer. Got tired of farming. I had a sister in Syracuse, New York. And I decided, I wrote her, told her I wanted to come to Syracuse. She said, come on. I said, I want to do better for my son than our father raised us up. We was raised on the farm. She said, come on. My husband is working at a typewriter factory, which was named L.C. Smith. Later, they named it Smith and Coronia. I got on the train. I didn't come here in no truck, no car, bicycle, or nothing. I got on the train, come to Syracuse, 1946, and got me, I was here, it was the 5th Sunday in November. Got me a job, went out and had an interview Monday, got hired that Tuesday, went back for my interview, and that Wednesday I went to work. Smith and Coronia. Typewriter. Well, when I was growing up there, it was nice because we grew up on a farm. My father had his own farm. We raised peanut, cotton, corn, and tobacco. Hogs, cows. He made a good living for us. But I didn't want that. I wanted better for my boy. That's why I come to Syracuse. And I had an older sister. That's the one I come here to.
How did she end up in Syracuse?
Well, her husband, she married he was a contractor. He contracted all over the country. Picked potatoes, beans, and apples and whatnot. So when the season would go down here, he would come back to Georgia and Florida. So he decided to stay in Syracuse. I retired from Smith and Coronia in 1985. Yeah, my husband passed away in 87. Yeah.
What was Syracuse like at the time when you were?
Yeah, when I was here, Syracuse was in the bloom. Syracuse was beautiful. All kinds of jobs. You walk out of one door into another one.
You remember some of the places?
Yeah. Crossheim, Overdose, canning company made cans, books, Black Miller's bookstore. Oh, they had all kinds of grape factory, all kind of jobs here. But you walk out one factory into another. General Electric, washing machines. I left my son with my mother. My son was only 2 years old when I left him. Told my mother to take care of him. I'm going to get a job, send you money every week. That's what I did. And my son got 5 years old, 1949. My mother brought him to Syracuse. He's been here ever since. First place I lived was on Elmer Street, in the 500 block of Elmer Street. Lived there in an apartment about 3 months. Left there and went to Remedy Air. Got there, had stayed there for about 6 months. Then I went back and I talked with my brother-in-law. He was on Townsend Street. Talked with my brother-in-law. I said, just get together and buy us a house. No use to us rent. So my sister said, oh, y'all can't do that. These houses cost too much. I said, yes, we can. I said, I got my part saved. So we got together. We bought a house on Adams Street, right there where they got that hospital at there. 700 block, me and my brother-in-law. We were the first black people that started buying in that era. Back in them days, if you had a little money, you could get anything you want.
They didn't care about color?
They didn't care nothing about the color. That's why the Jews and things scattered everywhere. They wanted to get away because it was too many the other generations coming in. Yeah.
Because the neighborhood was predominantly Jewish first, right?
Oh, yeah. That's all it was. Didn't nobody, there were too many other nationalities in Syracuse when I come here. Just a few of us just coming in. And when my brother-in-law started hauling people from Florida and all different places, taking them out in the country to work, that's when Syracuse got filled up. Because when the work would give out, when they would gather all that cropping stuff out there, they would come over here and get jobs. And when they come over here and get jobs, they wouldn't go back. So that's how it got filled up.
So they came from south to do the crop work, and then they decided to stay.
Yeah, stay after them done the crop work out there, and they had nothing else to do, so they didn't want to go back home. They come on over here, all these jobs over here, they come over here and got them. And that's how the people from the south got in got in this part of the country, because that's how my family got here. When I got off, me and my brother-in-law got off selling. We got a house, 7-room house, up and down. Every time I go back vacation time, I bring some of my nephews and things back. I first brought my brother back. Come back and come here and got a job, because he worked where I worked at for 20-some years before they went out of business. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's how all of them got here. The ones that wasn't born here. Some of their peoples or another would come here, and they got jobs. And when they got jobs, they looked out for their people. That's what I did. I don't know how many of them I got here, and then one of them come here through me. And after they get here and get these jobs and get up, they don't know you no more. You take my nephew, which Billy, that's how he got here to me and my husband. And went back the next year, brought the other brother or sister what had finished school. I wouldn't bring them unless they finished school. I didn't bring them and give them. All of them got good jobs. I used to rent rooms and things for different people. I took care of a lot of people here in this city. Yeah.
So your house that you bought with your brother-in-law, you rented rooms to people too?
When they would come here, my brother and my nephews and all of them would stay with me until they got where they could support themselves. I got a sister here. They live on Fenway. Genesee Park Drive. I got a niece, a beautiful home over on Fenway. Those kids was raised up over on Coolidge Ave. themselves. They went to school up to Cortland and different places. Finished high school, and they got a pretty good job. So they got their own.
So how long did you stay in the 15th Ward? Because that was considered the 15th Ward area you were in. How long did you
stay in there until they tore it down in 1960. That's when they built that hospital over there. So that's when we had to move out. They just coming in. So they was trying to scout us. Too many of them had done put. That's all was in there, because all the Jews and things, they had come up in here, and all around everywhere. So that's why they picked that spot to put that hospital, and then to pick that spot to run 81 through there. They had no business running no 81 through downtown there like they did. Now they're trying to figure out some kind of way to carry it somewhere other way. Done tore up and messed up everything. Yeah, right here looking at them. Lord still got me.
Were you upset you had to move?
Woo, who wouldn't have been? But what could I do about it? State was doing it. Yeah, what could I do about it? Yeah, we had to get out and give us so much time.
You had to sell your house?
Give us so much time to find somewhere else to go. Yeah, they give us a little something. They don't want nothing all that much. They give us enough to make a down payment on the note. All of that used to be, all of that over there, that hospital range, all that, we had everything that we needed, big old market and everything. Harrison Street, they had everything over there. But you see what it is now. Even until those Smith and Garonia typewriter factory down right there on the corner where that hotel at, that used to be a factory. That used to be a bookshop. Mike Miller's bookshop right there. That was where they made books. Right around the corner on Washington Street, they had a factory around there. That was, they made washing machines and dryers and things. Took all that stuff and carried it out somewhere. Over there on Getty Street, that's where John Motor was. Is over there making cars and things till they started that place out there somewhere. Yeah, I was running up and down. I was running up and down 81 every day going to Cortland. I rode 81 back. I worked here in the city about 13 years before they moved out.
They moved the factory to Cortland?
Yeah. Yeah, I worked down there. And all my time I put in was 42 years and a couple of months. And won't pay nothing. I didn't make a lot of money like they're making now. And Smith and Corona was a cheap paying factory. I didn't make a lot, but I stayed there. Stayed there and lived it out what I was making. Lived it good. My sister's already there. And he was visiting, trying to find his brother. Didn't know exactly what house he lived in, so that's how I met him. Sent to the one looking at him and saw him walking out. Oh, my sister, oh, that's Toby's brother. He's looking for us. Yes, so that was the good old days. The neighborhood was beautiful. We didn't have no trouble with the neighborhood. We could go anywhere we wanted to go and live our door wide open. Wouldn't nobody go nowhere around it. The neighborhood was beautiful. All downtown, anywhere you wanted to go. Church, you leave it open now. Yeah, we didn't have all this what's going on now. This is new stuff. This is the new generation. See, when I was raising my kids and other kids, we taught them We taught them at home how to act and how to do. And they didn't do like these kids do now. They don't. People seem to don't understand what's going on among this generation. It's the stuff that they get out of home. They ain't never been taught. And they see the parents do everything, say everything over. So that's why this generation are like it is. And this generation today, the generation that they bringing up is going to be worse than they are. Because they're not teaching enough. Just let that get out there in front of my house out there. The little gals be out there with little babies. They ain't no more about 12 years old themselves. And they be out there with the little babies and they be saying all kind of bad words to the kids and slanging them around and whatnot. So that's where the kids are coming up. The kids don't know no better. A lot of places you would go trying to look at a house or want to buy a house, you won't lie nowhere around it. And so you had to get what you could find. Get something that they had got tired of and throw it away. Yeah, that's the way it was. He was alive. We traveled church fair on church occasions. Church would go different places. I've been all out in California, Louisiana, been back to Georgia, Florida, Indiana. We just traveled. We was going back. We was going to drive out to California. And in 1988, he bought a brand new Lightum. I just junked it last year. This year, I just junked this car this year. I kept it up, sitting out in my driveway. And he just used it for church, but he was going to drive to California when he got sick. He had cancer at the throat. So that was cut off. So I haven't did anything. I haven't even, I think I taken one trip, went to Florida, where my brother at. So,
why did you decide to stay in Syracuse?
Because my husband loved it. He loved it, and he said that's where he didn't want to never go back home to live.
Where was he from?
Florida. He was from Titusville, Florida. Just down there around Daytona Beach, all around. Yeah, he just never wanted to go back to live, but we would go back visit him. Yeah, he liked it here. He worked it here.
And where did he work?
Christmas Hill. He worked Christmas Hill for 38, 39 years. Yeah.
Is that where a lot of the men worked, or they worked in different places?
Yeah, they worked different places. There's different factories and things. People say they anywhere they want to work at. Steel mill, fountain, slaughterhouses, everything. Syracuse used to be loaded. That's why they got so full of us. They'd come up on them trucks and we wouldn't go back. I didn't come on the truck. I rode the train. The lady come out and said, "Gran, how you doing? Gran, what you doing?" But if Gran called them, hey, they'll come. Every one of them. I don't mess with them. That's the only thing see about Gran. What did I come to this part of the country for? Why not stay where I was?
They were asking you that?
I didn't get mad and walk off. I looked at them and laughed. I said, I come here to work, to make money, like you doing. And one told me, said, she had a business out on Air Boulevard, right down Thomason Road in Air Boulevard. She says, I'm just here. I ain't working in no factory. I'm just here to make me $500. And when I get that, I'm going back out there on Air Boulevard and start me a cafe, eating place. And that's what she did. I said, well, I'm here to make me something and buy me a house. And so that's what I come here for. So couldn't you make, she asked me, couldn't you make something where you come from? I said, not enough to buy a house with. So they left me alone. All they had to do is to show me how to do the work. I was a braiser and a welder.
What did you do? How did you do?
I worked on the machine. I sit on my tail at 43 years that I worked. I never had to stand up no more. To stand up to get my work sometime and put on the table. And we had stock carriers. They would keep my table loaded up. See you can't see them. Can't see them now. You see them spots and things on my hand, and it's on my own to see them real good. For start to fade. That was the sparks from the braiding machine and the welding machine. The sparks would hit my arm. I could work in gloves. I didn't want no gloves. I would work with my bare hand. So it wasn't but a little money was to be made, but I made it. I made that little. And that's what I did. That's what I come here to do. Come here to work and drag everything I could into these jobs. You had to write letters back. I used to go back. Every vacation, me and my husband would go back. When once a year, when we have a vacation, he went. My husband went to Crucible. Still, we would bound. I would make my vacation up with him, or he would fix his one up with mine. So once a year, when we have a vacation, we go back. Go back and get us a load of them and bring them back. Get a job and go to work. That's the way. That's the way a lot of them got. You don't remember the Wiggins. You don't know nothing about the Wiggins. They was from Alabama. That's how come so many Alabama and Mississippi people got in this part of the country. Miss Wiggins, she run the employment office here, over there on Krause and Fayette. That's where she stayed. She stayed on Krause. And she run in her house, she run the employment office. And with these factories and things, when they needed help, they would let her know about it. And she would write them and tell them to come. You remember Robinson, Nebo Robinson? No, you too young. You don't know all of them. They are over here off of Air Boulevard, Thomason Road. Down that hill, it used to be a big factory down there where they clean hogs, cows, and everything. He was a butcher. When they needed people in there, Miss Wiggins, she notified them, wrote them a letter, and told them to come. Got a job, went to work, and then when he see the opening up somewhere, he'd write his people and tell them to come on. So that's how Syracuse got mixed up with so many black people. We drive every day. I got 5 or 6 cars going up and down 81. I was driving 81, going up and down there before they built 81. They was building the 81. I had to go the old way along for about a year and a half.
What was the old way?
What's that route? What, Jack? 11?
Route 11.
Route 11. The back of 81. 81 ain't always been out there. Nope. That's 81 come about when they messed up, when they come over there on Adams Street, at the 15th Ward, come over there on Adams Street, them old Jews and things. So many of them got to coming in here, coming over here, so they got tired of over there. That's where they was over there. So they got tired and they went to moving up this way, moving out that way, moving up this way, giving the black that section over there. And so when the black got it all filled up and whatnot, then they wanted to figure some kind of way to try to get rid of them. And that's when they built that hospital is. They wanted to scatter us, and so that's what they did. And they broke us all up. And because all of us was knitted in there together. I know there were over 2 churches here in this city. When I first come here, we didn't have nobody here but Bethany Baptist, and I think it was Hopsamore. It's Hopsamore. All these other associate churches around here, I know when every one of them come in here. Gospel Temple is the next oldest church in here. And then behind Gospel Temple, Peoples.
What about AME Zion? AME Zion.
Well, what is AME Zion? Peoples?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I say.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Tell me nothing about Syracuse. I know when it growed, and it's done growed out of section now. All this other gang, this gang what's in here now, and this little gang what's coming on, this little gang gonna destroy it. When my father passed away, me and my husband, we went home and we got my mother. Brought my mother here. My mother stayed here, right here. Passed away right here. Stayed with us about 10 or 12 years behind my father. When the Lord called me, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm just waiting. Because I done did my job and still doing it. Mm-hmm.